Well, hello. I'm back today, just practicing again some more live stream things, checking over some of the tech. I've looked at some of the options I have and will be able to use. And I found out where I can see the chat, so I should be able to see the chat. Um, if anyone's there. So, anyway, if you're watching this, then please put like hashtag live or hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. I'd love to hear from you. Today, I'm going to just chat a little bit about passion versus profit. And yeah, I know my lighting's still not great, so I'll be playing around with that a bit later. Anyway, a lot of times we hear, I know I've heard it, and it's something I believe is do what you're passionate about, and don't worry about the profit because it'll all work out. And I believe that's true for most people. uh, I think sometimes we have to find a different way to maybe express our passion that will lead to the money. um, and I say that with a lot of caution because I do believe that when we are passionate about something and we take the steps and the actions to live that passion, that there are good results for us. And there's other things that we need to learn along the way, along with our passion. And that's, where I know that uh, I took a wrong turn at times. I used to have this philosophy, uh, I'm a nice lady and people love me, so why wouldn't they buy from me? That doesn't really work as well when you're marketing. Um, Once they meet me, then that's often the case. But it's not a great marketing strategy. And those times I was on purpose, like doing things that I just absolutely loved. And I did have some people support me. When I think about using that sentence, it was when I was looking for doing some fundraising for uh, and the giant colon tour that I was having come to Saskatoon. It was a 40-foot colon, and inside you walk through this colon like it was something that was 40 feet long and high enough, like it had to be 12, 15 feet high, that you could walk through and you would learn about different diseases of the colon, including colon cancer. So it was an awareness project that was really dear and near to my heart. I created an event out of it. You had government officials come for like an official opening for this colon for the day, and it was absolutely amazing. It, but when I was fundraising, that I just went with the idea that like it's a good cause, and people love me, so of course they're going to support me, and many did. Um, and it was passion for me. And that's, I think, the caution that I want to give to people who are struggling, making a business living their passion, to not give up, that there are just other skills and learning that will help you find the right people when you're living your passion. But don't give up on living your passion. um, and of course that means that you want to be really clear on my passion, or on your passion. My passion isn't to have the giant colon tour in every mall across Canada. It might be for the Colon Cancer Association of Canada, that might be one of their passions. It's not mine. um, that passion came with wanting to just spread the information so that people didn't have to go through what my husband and I were going through when he had rectal cancer, which he eventually died. So my passion was just to help and support others, and that is one of my passions. And I've expressed that in different ways. And I don't know if I've done a live stream. I've done, I think, some Facebook posts on that purpose and that passion and how you express it in different ways. So I won't go into that. Check out my business page or my personal profile on Facebook, my profile on LinkedIn, and I haven't talked about it on YouTube. So maybe that's something I will do and get posted, or I'll just do a rebroadcast. But when we focus on one or the other, when it's like fully passion without realizing that we're building a business as well, or we're going 100% for profit without any care to whether or not we're passionate, both of those can lead us into trouble. And there's just ways that you can, um, what you want to do with that is just be really clear. I guess, well, first of all, let's just get this out of the way. If you are doing your business solely for profit and like there's no passion there, you don't care about your clients or your customers, then you may as well stop watching this video, because you're not going to like get anything out of what I say, because that is something that is just really important to me. So yeah, I mean, there's that trap, like, loving what you do but struggling to make it a financially viable business. And then there's the profit only trap, which is building a business purely for money, but feeling disconnected and unfulfilled. So I guess that would be, if you're a profit only but you're feeling disconnected and unfulfilled, then that's a sign. And now that I think about it, I've had some moments like that when I just wasn't sure what my passion was or what to do next. But I wanted to, still have some income. And I certainly did feel disconnected and unfulfilled until I, came back to living my passion. So the thing is to align that passion with profit, so that, your business fuels you and it also fills your bank account. That's really what we're after. So you can ask yourself these three questions. What lights you up? Like, even if you didn't get paid for it, and just play along with me, because it's an interesting question. I've also heard it said this way, what would you do? Like, what would you do every day if you didn't need the money? Um, and that's just, it identifies some natural passion for you. And, maybe it's coaching or teaching, or it could be anything. It might be tech things. Like, there's so much AI out there and people are passionate about making a difference and helping you. So just, think about what it is that lights you up. And you might even want to go back to your school days, especially maybe teenage days, or, early college, university days. What was it that you just, absolutely love to do? And what, if it wasn't something to do while you were in school, then think about, like, what was it that you could, you know, you just couldn't wait for school to end so you could do it, because that might be a clue too. It might not be that exact thing, but it might be a clue. And that's what we're looking for, is clues. And when the clues all come together, then you'll have that big answer. The other thing is what problem do people already pay to solve that align with your passion? So what problems does your passion solve that people are already paying for? And because we still need a market, like, regardless of how passionate we are, we need a market. And even more than that, we need a buying market. Um, and my passion's because I'm such a big advocate for, whatever I'm behind, whether it's disaster management or colorectal cancer or caregivers or widows, whatever it is. um, you know, there's lots of those things that I'm passionate about, but aren't a buying market. Um, they, so then it's like finding a different way to do what we want to do. Um, And sometimes that's the hardest part, especially when we're heart centered, because we don't want to say no to people, especially when they're really in a tough spot and we know we can help them, but they can't afford to pay. And I just said, in one of my mastermind groups this morning, one of the options is to provide a different option. So, like, maybe at some point you can have a membership or some kind of a continuity program, that subscriptions, so that they don't have to pay so much upfront, but they can still get some value. Different people will do, have groups in school or Mighty Networks or Facebook, And so some of them have free groups there where they can help out every so often, and to be able to help those people. So you don't have to give up on them. There's still a way to help them. And then how do you structure your business to bring you both joy and financial freedom? So, there's lots of different models of business. And if there's one thing that I likely was a little arrogant and ignorant, and um, ignorant is in, I didn't know I needed to know, and is that I knew enough about business, and that isn't true, especially with online business. And there's just different things to with that we want to learn. So, I found a group to belong to that is full of businesses, very successful businesses, and people like me who are, have a wealth of knowledge and experience, and finding our feet in some way, and yet have lots to offer, and has lots of experience, and is ready to do that, and grow the business. But I had been stuck in the, like, just launch, just have a membership, just do this thing, and it's all going to work out. And, those people didn't talk about the business. And in this group, there's more talk about the business. It's not all about business, and it's not sometimes planned. It's just what you can pick up, in some of the conversations, but it is more business minded. And I believe that is one of the things that's been missing in for people um, when they've been in online courses, is they get so narrow focused and funnel, like they're just not funneled, but tunnel vision, with what they've learned and what they want to do, that they with that tunnel vision, they don't see the other things that they need to do. So what happens when the launch doesn't go well, or maybe things are really going well, and when do you start bringing on a team? There's just so many different questions that business wise, to help you. So one of the things is, certainly to be thinking of what you're doing as a business. And if you're already doing that, then that's great. Like, that's wonderful. Then, we could look at that passion versus profit. So, that I've been on that road where, I've had some success. I've lived my passion, and I've been on that road where things didn't turn out the way that I was hoping they would. And I just want you to be thinking about your purpose, your passion, what really lights you up. One of the questions that you can ask yourself that we didn't talk about is, what do people already come to you for help for? That's another clue. So, be your PI. There's some things there that we talked about that you can look for clues, like what lights you up. What have you, done before that's been successful? Do you have a product, or do you have a business? Where do you need the most help with that? Where are the people that you can help? What problem do you solve? And are they a buying market? So those are some questions for you to think about, some clues. And, certainly, I certainly understand how you feel. And if you're feeling stuck, then, certainly you can comment below, or give me a DM. I'd love to chat with you. So, let's just look at getting some more clarity, and thinking about passion versus profit. Which do we really want to have, and how we can combine the both so that you have a successful business. So that's it. I don't know when I'll be back doing a practice live stream. I will be back doing live streams that will be maybe a bit more organized and detailed. So I hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you're watching live, please hashtag live. If it's replay, hashtag replay, and I'm happy to take any questions and would love to see your comments. And have a wonderful weekend, everyone, because it's Friday. And yeah, you'll get my little bit of a blooper because I need to just find my controls here for getting out of the live stream. So while I'm doing that, let's there we go. Anyway, wishing you a wonderful weekend, and yeah, I've got to get that lighting sorted out. So take care and go live your purpose with passion.